Lights.
Yeah, no, truly. You know, there's a camera in your face. You'd like to think, viewers at home, you'd like to think that you'd just be able to switch it off and play your Counter-Strike. But when there's a big red light and 3 cameras and bright studio lights in your face, it can be difficult to not overthink it.
And especially in the device wave meta. So we might see a bit more of that today. And I have, well, the good news, everybody. We are back underway. And, well, the game didn't even start. So technically, we are just starting. And this is a different look. All 5 together. Quiet over towards B lane. We've got 2 smokes and a molly available here. And just trying to take contact towards cave is Patsi. Nobody jumping up mid just yet. And speculative jiggles to make sure nobody's home. There's K and Goofy on the site right now. Now, Naf, smoke could be deep, could be cave, could be pillar.
Could be problems.
They're going to push.
Goofy spots out your Kinder. Throwing out the utility. That's going to surely get them their feckles up, and it's going for Goofy's double with the duel. He's finally put to rest. Patsi secures the plant for the squad. And on the retake, Kylar, he has dual Berettas as well. It's not going to be particularly clean to cover and find a way back in. Now, oSee unarmored could give him an advantage, but he's lost Hades already. Good one from Patsi. Post to second. Now gets that smoke out. oSee, what a gift that is. He rots the clock further, puts it all onto mynio to make the next move. And yeah, blind as well. Wow, this is flawless from Liquid. The utility as well as the entries. They've made it as difficult as possible for 9 and very limited options to contribute.
I think right there. oSee.
Jobs are good.
Yeah, well, they've got the round here. Just seeing if you could get a blind one through the smoke. But I think that was a dynamic pistol where they could change depending on the CT setup. Patsi might get this kill. Kylar chipped on down, but should be going with the bomb, and they both fall. And that is the pistol round for Liquid right there. But yeah, I think it was dynamic in the sense that smoke, if they were playing in cave, they could have changed up the round. They could have gone back, smoked off cave, smoked deep, gone for a different look. Yeah. But the fact they didn't take any contact through cave, get the space, can change the way that you want to approach the site there. So good stuff from Liquid. And we will see 9 following up with a force buy of their own here. So a big part of this is about how teams want to contest middle. And I actually had a conversation a little bit earlier today with some members of FaZe and Ents while watching back to their Dallas game and talking about this very map. Oh, that's a bit of a deep smoke there, right? You see that one with a big gap. You want it to traditionally be a little bit more between the two.
Okay, is on notice. Forced the smoke. Molly might find him anyway. He's not gonna spread. It is! Your Kinder cooks him. And already looks like this force buy falls flat. Perhaps there's something for the Hades D to contribute. But yeah, they can go anywhere they want now. What a luxury this is. And Patsi, yeah, presents his head. Hades happy to snap shut on it. Then there was damage inflicted. oSee's going to just go in for a second bite of that cherry. Aggression back into the cave position. Red room no longer occupied, and it does just fall to Goofy's MP9. Smoke and push. oSee's ready, and your Kinder, he'd like to keep himself alive. He's took the dink, but he's fine.
Good shooting from oSee right there. You know, the pressure was on. Definitely had support, but that smoke was troublesome. So good stuff from the American sniper. It will be a full eco right now. But we know that Ancient is not a 9 map. It was highlighted by Yanko on the graphic, looking at their map pool here. We know that they have some weaknesses in the pool. They've been flirting with Inferno a little bit, considering how dire their Ancient has been. But I liked what Yanko said. Like, during the break, this is a map that they could have focused on. In their game yesterday against Fnatic, they won both pistols in a, I think it was 16-12 scoreline. So
is this smoke just not landing where it's supposed to?
Well, look. Maybe they want to throw it deeper and they want him to come out the backside only, but normally you want it to cover off so
you can't.
There's not a gap on either side, right? So we've been talking a lot about the mid. We've done an awful lot of Ancient games, to be honest, with everybody at home, but this one here is pretty easy. You can do it with cave, Patsi with mid, they're down B lane, and, well, yeah, we're in A, we'll plant the bomb. That's fine.
And how many is he getting here? $600 a pop, make it 1,200. Patsi cashes out. Leaves the Mac 10, and no harm, no foul, because Naf is dead as well.
Okay. Well, I don't think they can win the round, but good damage.
Yeah, great damage. A Galil, a full nice belt of utility that you won't have to buy into the next as well. So that really works out nicely. Goofy gets a lot of credit for that, I think, as well, especially finding that kill before you can do anything. It really facilitated a nice save. I say save, it doesn't look like anyone's going to have any more contact. Just looking to contain. And of course, with that bomb radius, they are potentially going to have some more friction. You can see Goofy walking on in. Rainwaker seems switched on, and nice and alert. He will remove that Mac 10. Looks like K Yeah, getting away.
Only just.
He was in cave.
Yeah, 4 HP remaining there. But that Galil, it's a great weapon to hold on to here. Has himself a smoke and a molly as well, so that's going to save him about $900 worth of investment on this CT side. And he can even buy a kit here. So tidy work from Liquid. Sure, a couple of extra casualties, but mainly giving up Mac 10s. Not the end of the world. Now they can get into a tidy looking full buy of their own. But one of the key differences as we move into round number 4 is Hades has his signature weapon. The AWP is out to play here. They want to start it over towards Donut early, and they're coming fast out mid, Alex.
Could be interesting. See what mynio spam finds. He's really done a lot of damage. Leaves oSee on just 12 HP. Kylar smoked off Donut. Patsi still aggressing. Naf chip further from the nade from Goofy B. So already a great start for the CTs. They've really chipped away at the health pools of Liquid, looking to get this first gun round started with victory.
Oh.
The timing, flawless from Hades. Yikinda caught with a Molotov pulled.
The thing is, Patsi's so noted. Look at the radar at the passive setup that 9 are playing, right? They don't want to contest red, which will constrict the end of the round here rotations. But K and Goofy are coming back. They'll clear this out.
That's what Patsi's been waiting for. And mynio, good on the clear. 2-man advantage, thanks to mynio and Hades.
Yeah, they did it together as well. He wanted to take the fight. The other two would have been there to trade or if it got out of control. So a good job, and now a 2-man advantage here as Liquid are scrambling outside the B doors. They have enough util to set themselves up and execute. But what do you want to obscure? The best would be short and long. Try and get this bomb down.
Yeah, they're going to push through those smokes or boost even better for the element of surprise. A bomb plant would be fantastic. And maybe, just maybe, Rainwaker's made it across. oSee catches one. Boost does not profit or deny the plant. And Waker down now. A 2v4. Bomb plant, great. A round win would be better. Surely 9 have got this one in the bag. oSee's gone already. Great catch from mynio prior to the smoke bloom. It would have to be a wallbang. Now he's revealed himself. It does feel as though this is just a matter of time. What would Naf find on this wallbang spray? They're on the defuse now. Naf unable to contribute, losing out as well.
Okay, well, first round falling against Liquid here. Well handled, lose mid control, you deal with it. The group up top red, I really enjoyed that. But the key there was obvious that Yikinda maybe not timing the smokes. Well, maybe that was exactly how he wanted to time the smoke, but not getting that molly in. Donut, it wasn't, well, it wasn't, I was trying to think of a good donut, like it was.
It wasn't like...
It wasn't glazed.
Yeah, that's what you're going for, yeah.
Sometimes the words aren't there.
I'll tell you, the jam donut got nothing on the custard cream. Absolutely nothing. That's a better smoke.
Yeah, there you go, right? And, and I think a lot of the time it may leave like a little gap either here or there, but they're investigating it, so it is being punished.
Yep.
They've just walked out here for free, so it may actually be a big problem.
Do they flash it?
They should.
Oh! Wow, that was ridiculously quick. No one dead. Kylar builds upon it.
Good response.
Very nice. Yikinda will keep it level, just stopping the damage, stemming the bleed, but a great tag out of Hades. Profitable. Nice donut lineup for all of you guys at home. Yikinda.
Nice miss throwing that one.
Well, it's not a nice lineup. It's actually an elbow smoke.
Yeah, it's one of the best. That's the full ricochet elbow smoke, that one right there.
Very efficient, yeah.
And then you play in front of it, and the CTs think it's smoked off. But that's all right.
Just a millimeter higher would have been fine. There you go. So that's the cost of an extra smoke. They still have one to work with, but you can see... Oh,
that has another gap on it.
Lads, this is Gap City today.
All right, well...
Both sides.
Yeah, that means they don't have to force a rotation to red, so they should be able to keep 2 players towards B. K is still concerned about it here. So pressure on Goofy, and no util to block B anymore. Problems now.
Should be set for success. Goofy, what can you do? The XX coming through. Flashed off, smoked off, spamming as best he can, and insignificant damage dealt. Liquid have the sight now, and he gets very uncomfortable for the retake. Don't forget, all below. Oh, what a flashbang. It takes down a first component. K gone. Goofy back onto Patsi. Naf, he goes hunting for that AWP. It takes Hades down before he can even start to consider the retake. Yikinda's set for success, and so are Team Liquid. Leaving with that one. I feel like you could kind of see that coming from the mini-map, Chad.
Yeah, but they're the round 0 now, and we've addressed this smoke a couple of times. They were able to creep out mid for free there, right? So I know there was that early exchange.
But you've told me from Chad's School of Counter-Strike just how much of an integral component of the map for the CTs mid-control is.
Yeah, so the fact that it is, look, it's definitely not. This could be the end of the world. mynio, don't lose that. All right, we'll get to retain the AK-47 here. It's not the end of the world, but these are little things that teams will punish, especially Patsi. Like, oh, you have a smoke with a gap in it? That's all I need. I just need a little keyhole to look through, mate, as get the replay of this. And this is what I was talking about towards that B bomb site. They're in quite a passive stance. Easy for Liquid to get in here. And another round will fall against the Poles as we do here a tactical timeout. And Navrot, the coach, an opportunity for him to get on the mic. Unfortunately, my Polish doesn't extend past Dziękuję.
Yeah, or a nasty word or two.
Yeah. Looks like Naf's got insta red smoke at the ready here. And, yep, Rainwake is going to do donut smoke. So they're going to continue to keep obscuring middle with a red and donut smoke insta from spawn by the looks of things. So maybe Patsi with a little bit more aggression out mid.
Yeah, he's got a good spawn for it. See how this one shapes up, as it does seem like they want to keep bullying B. This time more CTs trying to vie for control. HE, Molotov, and presence shown by Patsi. No smoke, interestingly enough. Flashes and nades instead. oSee equipped with a T-side AWP. Going to be interesting to see how much of impact he can find. And look at them just walking in. 1 minute 30, Yakinda.
That's their own smoke. Oh my god.
Walks through it.
Oh!
Or maybe not. K catches him on the spray, forced away. Nav already down. And they were going for something cheeky and contacty, but it leaves them 3.5 players left with a whole 70 seconds to play this one out. oSee could.
Oh, he's been spotted. He's been spotted.
Barrel sticking out, and between the wickets, KQ's fragging a second as he looks to find 9. There's. Yeah, they're looking to pivot.
A little bit lost here, aren't they?
I mean, look at the presence for mynio. He should have these whenever he desires. Not going to be cleared. Not going to be cleared. Into the side of the ear. Rainwaker.
Oh, he's not cleared.
Now he's caught out. Patsi reveals himself, but yeah, they've got both sides covered. Letting Patsi do what he wants, and it walked into the orb is clearly what he wanted.
All right, well, just Yakinda here. Not a whole lot of health.
Or hope.
Yeah, so the question is, does he save or does he give it a crack? Does he try and take a couple of 9 members down with him here? Well, at the moment, not moving a muscle with Mr. Mustache. He's parked the bus over towards Polly's Pocket. What a name for a spot.
Polly's Pocket.
Should be the official name.
I agree. Because, you know...
And if you didn't have a Polly's Pocket, you probably had the other one. Dungeon...
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Dungeon something.
But yeah, I think I remember the day we sold all of my sister's Polly Pockets at the car boot sale without her permission. She was distraught, absolutely distraught.
Yeah, I can't imagine that was a fun week.
Well, yeah, and she was a bit of a Beanie Baby collector as well.
I see.
Yeah, you know, basically the NFTs before NFTs were cool.
We used to have Beanie Baby wars, me and my sister. That meant you
threw them at them?
Pegged them at each other as hard as you could.
Okay, we did the same. We did the same thing, but we did it with those small plastic beads. You know, like those make your own jewelry sets. We just pelted them at each other.
People losing eyes.
Made a horrible mess. Yeah,
I bet it did. All right, wow. 9 have been able to get 2 of the last 3 out mid. We go fast.
This is what I'm talking about. This is a double. Oh, Yakinda has already mowed down the competition. Kylar from one from the grave with the flame. Hades spotted out. Will have to reposition now.
Under so much pressure here, isn't he? In a push from K. It's been deleted. Naf's removed him. This round looking good for Liquid.
It could have changed the dynamic completely. That duel right there. Still could if Goofy Goofy? Goofy.
Goofy's brother.
Yeah, Goofy's watching. Good to see you, mate. But yeah, they're into B. He's pushed up B, so this is a bit of an interesting dynamic, a strange turn of events. Seems to have fallen nicely into place.
And now you want to take this AWP away, right? Try and remove this from play. So at least send 1 or 2 bodies after this. Sure, you haven't built a tier economy just yet, but an AWP, quite a thorn in the side, a position where if the CTs on this map can get very picky with it, right? Very tricky with it, you can definitely find yourself a couple of entries here. So Hades tucked in towards A main right now. Yakinda searching Temple. oSee over towards CT spawn. And Rainwaker making sure he can't push past that precipice. They're not applying an awful lot of pressure, but there's still time for Yakinda to get a move on.
I mean, the last time he was seen was Temple, right? Yakinda's just called that clear. Rainwaker starts to walk up, spots him out.
Get shot.
1, yeah, and he had 1 more. He probably saves it. There it is. Hades holding on to his Zoom banger. Nicely executed, but Liquid already racking up a good haul of rounds here on the T side.
Yeah, and look, it is great to see them get the 5, but this is when you'll probably hear from different coaches or in-game leaders or even just pundits on how they see those rounds being played. They gave away 3 guns in that round. So now to get the drops going, everybody is not bottomed out, but everybody's still going to be at a little bit of a rough territory. So, and you can even see Yakinda going into a Mac 10 here. Now, he didn't have to. They could have got him an AK, but might want to keep this fast. One of these strats that Liquid like to run is this B pop. We spoke about it the other day. They get the B lane control. They pop in. We're going to get a cave smoke, a pillar molly, a deep flash, a deep smoke as well. Here it is, setting it up. That's the cave smoke right here. Here we go.
See how they receive it. They've got 2 forward in a cave. They're going to be trapped behind the smoke here.
He's in.
He's already bounding through. Hades is his first target. If he can really isolate this Orpha, he's in a hot water. Through the flames. Wow, Hades. It costs him his life, but he does catch that first contact.
That's not clearing.
Not clearing his corners. Okay, Profits. Bomb planted. Limited resources for the retake. I don't see a kit as it stands. Patsi needs to play out this forward position.
They're leaving it. Kylar's left it. Mynio's still staying here. They're going to try and bring more players around the lane here. This is a difficult fight.
He's found the kit. They have got that 5-second defuse available to them. oSee onto K, sure, but he overlooked it. He expected that to be the only one, the only component. Now they go for it. Very light on time. It's up to Rainwaker. A big find onto 1, and it seems they've done enough. No AWP, no weapons, and no rounds. Liquid up to 6 with a pace change.
And there it is, right? That B pop. It's like they're using almost all of their games. It's just when are you going to expect it? Is it against an anti-eco? Is it against a force buy, right? This type of a round right here, well, it's straight in against the guns. That leftover AWP in place, some upgrades around it, and they were able to punish.
So I'm going to ask you those really annoying questions, but like theory crafting, they were playing 2 cave, and obviously that strat perfectly abused. That's what they want you. If you're in cave, you're going to have an awkward retake. So in terms of, if I had identified, this feels like a Liquid B pop, where do I want my troops?
This is the thing.
Back long, playing behind that box and not letting Yakinda take the space. And
even having the AWP there, the util, right, isn't designed just to deal with him. Oh, hold up a second. I'm going to fight here in middle. Should be a mow up here. Oh, no, Patsi. Okay, well, trouble now as these pistols are deadly.
It's Goofy's USP, man. He's very quick to the headshots. They've got weapon now. mynio will take the AK-47 for his troubles.
Well, they're in this side. Surely they don't lose this one.
Nah. I mean, I don't see a universe where NAF doesn't find at least one. Onto Goofy, there you go.
Okay, so this is the thing with the Hades AWP. It's like if you were to play B, they are he would have to almost be aggressive ramp, right?
Yeah, and hit the collateral, and then you have stopped it.
And then you think, okay, so if you're Liquid, why are we doing a B pot? Well, if we go out mid, right, and there's an AWP donut or something, maybe he could get some easy picks. If we go towards A, that's a good position for an AWP.
Yep.
So I'm just trying to close down on that B bomb site. But not too shabby in terms of the damage here for 9, so still keeping some of these, well, extremely ladder investments costly, I would say, right?
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to frame this here, but 7-2 now. And again, this is, I think, what we were expecting on Ancient, considering it is not a good map for 9. If they were to pick this up, you could see them getting the series done 2-0 with Vertigo next. But if this one here goes for Liquid, then it will have to be the distance for the polls if they want to be getting themselves through towards that group stage. Now remember, reminder for everybody playing at home, this is an elimination or a progression game. That's for all the marbles here, the final day of the play-ins of IEM Cologne 2023, and we will find timeout number 2 for 9.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, we still have a very exciting affair, another exciting fixture happening on Stream B. You can find that very easily over on YouTube or Twitch. But the Mongols taking on Furia. It's just begun and it's just wrapping up its first half of its first map. So that's a series to keep your eye on as well. I certainly will be. But 9 Liquid is happening here, and it looks like we are getting back underway with round 10 on Ancient. We will have 2 AWPs, so we'll get to see that oSee Hades head-to-head here.
What's the change-up going to be? You take a timeout, you have a chat with the coach. Do you want to try and dictate the pace? Do you understand what they're calling so far and you can set up a bit more of a stack or a move? What's the play for 9 here? That's the question off the back of that timeout. Looks like Kylar starting solo A, mynio solo mid, and 3 towards B. And Yakinda's out mid. Kylar's going to have a lot of pressure here, Alex. An awful lot.
Very quickly as well. Smoke arrives. Spam only the one heard.
Look at Yakinda already.
Yeah.
And he's actually worried about rotation in from mid, so he's somewhat undetected. mynio knows it's a possibility.
I think 9 know. Look at the way they're cheating over.
But it's very scary because there aren't, well, there is now that mynio's there, but it still feels like Yakinda can take an awful lot of space. K and Goofy are both still over towards B. Hades has rotated red, and now Yakinda's creeping in.
mynio spotted out. Yakinda Forces CT's away. Stubborn though, and maybe not going to clear Kylar. Oh, gets the info. Awkward spot, and that's just not ideal. Hades takes one back, but going to get into the site now. The bomb is not planted. Vying for temple control. I said the orb head to head, and we get it. Hades didn't clear his corners. Patsi? He's overlooked him completely.
Patsi?
Hello? Hello?
What?
This is ridiculous. He will catch him. That's 2 in 1 round. He just completely overlooked him. Staring at the wall a little too long, and it's a one-on-one. Patsi. Wow, Goofy. You can peek over that. Still has the bomb in his sights. He hasn't got any fear here. The double molly deeper this time. Nice work from Patsi. Knife out though. Not expecting this one! Patsi solves the riddle and finds an 8th.
Yeah, he had a hard time finding players initially, but booked right there was Goofy. A heads-up play from Patsi. I don't need the bomb, I need the frag, and that right there is round number 8.
It's very, not very rare, maybe I'm a bit hyperbole there, but it's highly unlikely you see a player in this environment be caught with their knife out in the way Goofy just was. You know, like that doesn't really happen.
You have to just consider the circumstances. 20 seconds left
in a one-on-one,
and he's really just going to fight me?
Yeah, right.
What if I just stayed CT?
Right, and you could see the information. It felt like he had, oh, look at the run boost. They're already up. This is exciting. Aggression, the remedy. Oh. And the response, oSee sure, back with 1. Look at the damage inflicted though. Naf and oSee, oh, they're hanging on by a thread as Patsi's cut down to size as well. They are not looking particularly healthy, Chad. Quick maths, that is 132 HP remaining for Team Liquid.
I wonder if Bogdan's Law comes into play here. oSee is low, but Naf is lower.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's always exceptions, isn't there, to these rules?
Yeah, no, I think oSee will get to retain this one here, but they're going to group up and try their luck over towards A, and you don't mind this because oSee will get to search with the AWP. He can take these longer angles, these longer duels.
It looks like he'll have an opportunity, or an opportunity, onto K.
Well, look at his off angle here. So you can see him playing behind the box. He's not in Temple, just outside in Brokey, and might catch 1 or 2.
Depending on their route. oSee's posted for that fight. Rainwaker, ooh, the healthiest member, not so healthy anymore. This really is hanging on for Team Liquid now. A single bullet from that MP9 could take any of them down. Oh, and it will. Rainwaker caught through the smoke, but the bomb still goes down. He assumed he caught the plant. 3 for the retake now. 10-second defuse, but look at their health. oSee would have to hit everything perfectly as he's lost his support for network. It is only oSee. Up against 3. The first is hit, but a single bullet will do it. Nice find from Goofy, and they are starting to make their noise, find their voice, and start winning some more rounds. 9 trying to make a CT side here and on the road to recovery with a 3rd.
Yeah, that one's going to feel good, right, considering what they brought into that round. So skirmishing in middle, making sure they're getting a whole lot of damage done there. You highlighted, what was it, 133 HP between the 3 of them there for the finish. The fact that Rainwaker gets a kill, that's the only reason that round becomes even slightly interesting, right? He shouldn't have got that kill. You feel like it should have been a frag. But yeah, the run boost is great, right? One way to subvert a little bit of the expectation. But again, that mid-smoke, I don't know if they've thrown it correct once yet. It is kind of finicky. I'm well aware of that, but
and you were telling
me you can throw it better than how they have been.
But the one smoke on its own, perhaps with a Molotov, you've got that's your default utility.
Yeah, you're calling the bluff. They're going for the same pop again. Yeah, here we go. We've seen this before.
Let's see what happens to Hades this time. Oh, he's dead. Staring at a wall, fully flashed, and Patsi kills the rest of them in one fell swoop. Round. Done.
Yeah, and this is a really powerful strategy. It's a really powerful strategy, especially because in the flow of a map like Ancient, a lot of the time you are going to want to contest Cave so a team can't just have mid control. And I understand that Cave and mid are not the same position, but if you apply pressure from there, it means the guys that he's coming out mid have to now worry about the ledge peak as well as people coming out of donut or that red smoke. So this is one of the key ways to exploit a double cave or a heavy mid setup. Yeah. You just pop into B and you lock them into these hard choke points to get through. So you see it again, this is twice in the same game.
I mean, look at that death for Hades. The 2 deaths he's had. I mean, 1 dying to the Molotov.
I love that last molly though. Like it's so that
the last piece, the one that lands because CT push.
They've already scaled, and then it's a molly that they know exactly where it lands, and they're fighting behind. So it's giving them, they're getting to pick their fights with this execute. You could almost break it up into segments. This is a really good round that could get broken down by the desk, right? That's such a fun little set piece. It's we will have 9 buying up again here. Orbs on both sides. It already feels like Liquid have done enough in this half, if I'm being completely honest with you, but Liquid have been known to joke, so if we say it quietly, Mid go again here.
Yukinda out mid and dead. Mynio naded to finish. Good spam from Kylar to combine.
That's the one thing, right? If you path to go fast donut, it's pretty easy for the CTs to line that up. A bit of a B-stream update. Fury versus the Mongols. You can check that out as Goofy checks out lane. oSee with one back here. Off still train. The other two over towards main.
There is definitely still grounds for Liquid to convert here. With that frag from oSee, it's going to keep boots planted. I say that as Hades floating back towards the rotation.
Oh, nice
Kylar,
shot.
great on the first. Takes down Rainwaker. Now Nafi's going to have an extra caution to him. The bomb on his back and now spotted out. That's going to be enough for the CTs to throw out the utility. oSee has to be diligent because mynio's waiting. And looks like 9 have got a fourth in the bag. Can't find him over the edge of that smoke and see a very strategic, underhanded smoke. Gives him angles of elevation to peek and fight and probe. Securing a fourth and doing so cleanly. Even a couple of AK-47s finding their way into defenders' hands. That's going to be very nice for 9 as they look to find 6.
But that's what happens when you get a freebie through the smoke in mid, right? And this is with this mid control for either side. And we've spoken about it being a bit coin tossy at times. But it's good for both teams to take these fights. And it creates this more brawly CS, which is always quite fun to watch. What's Yukinda buying into here? He's got a gun on the ground. Yeah, a Glil available. So yeah, we'll have full rifles. And we only have 2 rounds left remaining in this half.
Slower this time. Both teams have experimented.
He's ahead of the elbow smoke.
The pace, but yeah, ahead of that. So he'll be able to, as soon as the molly fades, take a look. It's nice to keep eyes on how Patsi's been taking this space. In his spirit days, he was an absolute madman space taker.
I love how deep that top mid smoke is as well. Means that it's unlikely mynio can risk staying around. Because Patsi can phase through it. He can play, yeah, just like this, right? So it's more awkward.
And for Hades, you know, you have to kind of straighten your back. You know you're going to have a very uncomfortable close quarters engagement here.
Should be able to hit B now because you know someone has to deal with red. So if Patsi stays alive, a BX can come in, but Kylar and mynio have a main control. They know it's going to be the B finish. And they've just blocked the top of B ramp. Well timed.
Hades goes clearing. He was ready for Patsi, so now it really shapes up for a 5th. Liquid, they aren't in a hurry, but it seems like oSee is considering the go upon the fade. Smoke short, smoke long, molly and go. Oh, Goofy perfectly places the crosshair and beheads Yukinda. A 2-man advantage now for 9. Into the side, Waker chipping away at K, but need a whole lot more of that because Kylar's finally arrived. mynio and Kylar from that A push and perfectly timed. Yep, Chad, you bang on. That smoke grenade buying the time. oSee's bought himself a couple of extra frags, but a 5th round secure and a recovered half. You got to admit it. This was looking rather bleak at times. Liquid definitely putting in a good haul here, but if they find this final round, you've got a competitive half, 6 in the bank, and 1 more round to play. Look at Liquid's money.
Yeah, finally, though, for 9 consecutive rounds on the CT side. And as you've just mentioned, Liquid's money means it might even be 3 consecutive rounds here going into the half-time break. So maybe a little bit of confidence here because, you know, you get that pistol, you get that first gun round. Could be tying things up here quite quickly. Liquid are going to have to operate here with plenty of MAC-10s, a Glil, and 1 AK. Patsi towards mid, red smoke in play. Oh, they're going to brave this.
He's a gamer. 114 ADR, but it will be less as Kylar takes him down without a single damage done. Yeah, flashes through the air.
Strat.
Pushing through. How do they handle this one? Looking better this time for the Poles. Goofy happy to finish with Kylar's helm. The 5-7 does the dirty work, as did that flashbang, just barraging them over. One after another. And now Naf reveals himself. Yeah, the MAC-10, not the most penetrative. And all effective. There you have it. A 9-6 half recovered for 9. We've got ourselves a game, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be RB.
In a row off the back of the pistol. as the Mongols won't have a massive amount to work with in the next round. Definitely nice to see Kylar getting that kill on Banana there. I'm hoping he has more of a chance to try and take initiative and really take over the game on this T side if he wants to. He should really have freedom for this Furious squad. Definitely eyes on him after a subpar performance yesterday. Furia doing a good job at keeping this one close though, even though this is a map where the Mongols have got a fair few upset wins in their history. Obviously a couple of different players in the lineup now. But it seems like with Blitz at the helm, leading the team, they're always able to find success on this map. What sort of risks do the Mongols take in this round then? Boost up to try and get creative. They spot that nade early to make sure they can fall back. And Art doing Art things. Very quick flick for the first.
In he goes. So fun to watch his Art. Great flag bearer of the style that Furia have. Maybe there'll be some kills in this round then. Those tags could be promising. We've got 3 low health players. We could see something super weird here. Made a lot harder now. Techno versus the world. Often been alone on his B bomb site as the T and the CT now. And the flank is on the way from Yuri. A wipeout for Furia. That's good for them. A great boost of confidence at the beginning of this second half. Now the big guns will come out for Mongols. 9-10 with just 3 kills so far in this game. I would imagine he'll have much more opportunity with the AWP on the CT side.
That'll definitely be important for the Mongols here. Definitely a man to watch if they are going to have a good CT half. Really enjoying seeing Art play this well, though.
Intel Extreme Masters, baby. Yes, indeed. It is the last day of the Cologne play-in. We're looking to secure the last few spots to the group stage, and we've got Nine and Liquid on our screens. First map, good half. And Liquid making a lot of changes. You get to see, you're gonna have to get used to seeing Patsi in that jersey, Rainwaker as well. And on the other side of things, Nine, one of the few teams, the 2 teams in this play-in that haven't made a change. Greyhound gone. Let's see what Nine can do.
Yeah, well, they're hoping for a change as far as their fate with Ancient is concerned. They might be able to get it done in 2 with their map choice of Vertigo up next. But first, we need to glue our eyes to the screen for this pistol. Round 3, heavy mid for Liquid. They want to brawl here.
Patsi does too. Flashed off and executed. Nice response. Rainwaker a second. Immediately. oSee chilling out your beans there because he was pushing the smoke. Would have been sticking out.
Look
the
at your
sore thumb. Yeah, but he's feeling himself. Good delay. Doesn't need to do too much there.
They're going red.
Yeah, but look at that. That's a free frag into the side.
Oh, he's got no idea.
Hades trying to make the call out. Just one silenced bullet. And now oSee, aware of Kylar's occupation of the red room, needs the duel. oSee takes it cleanly. oSee can finish it right here and shall. Liquid launch themselves up to 10. And they've got Yakinda to thank for making it oh so clean. They actually lost the opening kill there.
Yeah, right, and starting 2 mid, going, I think it was all 5 of them coming out mid, right? But it wasn't 5 out of the gates here. So Rainwaker with 2, really important that he gets away with those. They are beautiful shots considering Goofy's initial, and Yakinda has all the time in the world to line that one up. Great stuff, good shooting, right? That's crisp out of everybody who got a kill there from Liquid.
Full eco. A
yeah,
Fico,
well,
as it were.
No plant. Sad, man.
A single flash bomb.
And this is the thing, I'm just having a look here at that Ancient match against Fnatic again to make sure that I've got my particulars correct. 9 won both pistols, the CT they won but lost the follow-up. Yeah. The T they got plus the conversion, and this they don't have either. So they are going to have to do it harder through, well, maybe winning some ecos or winning all the gun rounds here as they are just going to trundle in towards Cave. Hello. Naf, he's going to farm a few here, and I think he's getting a little bit more aggressive on the jiggle. He can find a whole lot more. Well-placed molly. It's going to get hot in here, isn't it?
Yep, cancel your plans and go back to spawn. Bomb taken away from them. Goofy does manage to recover it before any more blood is drawn, and now running straight into Rainwaker, who can't quite believe his luck as $600 comes through him.
Yeah, well, hey.
Roberto.
They're trying to fit in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is an interesting dynamic that, I can't imagine there is much more of a different out-of-server team dynamic, maybe even in the server, as Team Spirit with Chopper as my IGL, to Team Liquid with Yakinda. I mean, I just think this is going to be a very different environment. You know what? I think it may even benefit Patsi if he takes to it. Not everyone will.
It's a B fake here. This is a fake. It's not during the rotation. Naf's still jiggling here. He hasn't called. Well, Patsi's coming over now.
Seems like
this is the fight right here.
He knows.
Rainwaker's he's gonna see the bomb.
Oh, what a horrible angle for K to clear. Oh, he'd have loved a second one there. Kylar's done well to keep the round afloat by finding that.
It didn't make Liquid move an awful lot, and the fact that this one-way is deployed, mid is essentially going to be called clear here. So Patsi with a good reconnaissance mission right here, and Yakinda has locked the door. He doesn't need to push. Play to contain. He can activate later, because right now they don't have, well, so much info on exactly where this finish is. The regress towards mid, red smoke, flash, and donut pressure.
What? oSee gets a lot of info, avoids the molly as well, so timed that brilliantly.
They just blocked top B ramp and now are searching red together, so they wanted to fight middle, but this is an avenue open here for 9 through cave. Naf has a molly available here on the site. They don't have any smokes though, only flashes on Hades for this one.
Patsi arrives in time.
They're just creeping out. It's contact.
Yeah, and they don't have the info. They do not have the answers they were hoping for. And caught out now. Goofy, a big frag to post. Naf caught completely off guard. And it's mynio that secures the frag onto Patsi. Kinder and oSee left. There's 9 in hot pursuit of their first here on the T side.
Kinder's having a look here.
This is the fight, right, Kylar? Perfect with it. Takes the head, first bullet. Yakinda down, and round 1. Well, you said they're going to have to do it the hard way. That is the first step up this Mount Everest.
It's more impressive if they just win all the gun rounds.
Yeah. Who needs pistols anyway?
Yeah, right. So I took that from our bird's eye view again. I just saw Naf just get blindsided by that contact. The thing is, when we have X-ray, you don't realize like how shocked they get from time to time. It's great to get to see, but a fantastic round from 9. And sure, the scoreline doesn't feel that close, but you win this one, you should be getting yourself up to at least 9 here because, oh, whoops. Ha.
Ha ha.
Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, and that's the death we were just discussing. You saw it from Naf's POV, but yeah, that contact walk, it seemed like 9 had a good idea as to what that smoke on ramp indicated. Okay,
yes.
Well, they've smoked ramp and they're probably no longer on the site, and timing favored the Brave there.
Pat's got mid-control here. No molly in towards the cutout.
Loud, yeah, loud about this A-pop. That's very smoke and mirrors, quite literally.
Oh!
And we just lost Yakinda.
Yeah, he was heading towards A. He pushed out cave to go towards middle here.
He really bit the bait.
He did. That was a huge fake. That's an opening kill for free. He wasn't ready for that at all.
I love it. 9 in his head.
In both rounds in a row, they've done something a bit fakey. So they're really hoping to keep Liquid moving, and by doing so, finding openings like this. So great start to round 19 here for the Poles. Good calling out a mynio, as they have an awful lot of space on the map. Now, what is the finish going to be here? Doesn't look too tricky. Is Patsi set up to take information alongside of Naf?
Oh, this is a very well-timed regress from Naf and Patsi.
It's a fake top ramp smoke, huh? Or did he miss it?
No, I think they just wanted to kind of fake it out if there was anyone there, but we are going to be seeing that info flow. oSee surely going to be helping him out. He needs Naf to hold the mid so oSee can help on A. Util in the sky. This is their go sign. Rainwaker's the closest to contribute bar oSee.
Rainwaker has a molly for the site here, Alex.
He's going to have to use it. A high flash is through. Needs to delay them. As Naf gets away with murder on that one. Still alive. Bomb not planted. Hades, default plant and down. Nice work from him. Maybe they can recover this round now. A 3-on-3. Hades onto Patsi. Naf in the temple noted. One back from Rainwaker. Needs more on the MP9. He's gone, and Naf doesn't have the health to contest, and so another round slip in the way of the Poles. K will close And that gap closing too.
Yeah, good fakes, and now they can be more direct with their plays. And Liquid won't bite as hard, right? Because they've moved around quite a lot here. It will be the eco from Liquid, and as I mentioned, 9 should be getting up to 9 in a moment's time.
Just a rhyme.
And this was it, you see, not even considering it. So, yeah, exactly.
He got faked out, and he knows it, and he knows it. Really cool. And I love the next, your knee-jerk assumption is that they will now be able to be more direct because of the punishment they've felt from these fakes. You've got a P250, and you've got 5 fully equipped Ts looking to spray or Goofy. He has the opportunity, but obviously has no idea the luxury of that X-ray as we were just discussing.
I'm still a little bit worried about Liquid in the next round, if I'm honest, Alex. It's only 2,400 is the loss.
A couple of kills would be nice.
A save would be even better. They really need excess cash here.
Looking for the unicorn.
Well, the thing is, this round, right? Buying into the next, you're going to have to see a couple of Famises or SMGs. So 9 are actually in a really good spot to maybe even tie this game up. mynio might get caught off guard here. oSee with the P250, able to scoop up the first kill. Bomb on Kylar, disconnected from the pack.
Yeah, this retrieval mission has actually been a success, aided by that smoke from the Ts, which you'd think gets Naf alert that he's going to have a very busy B site. Yeah, spotted and executed. Okay, comfortable.
oSee needs to hold on to this AK, and the rest need to try and get more exits or find another gun here. So Liquid's mission has changed. The round has been lost. They're well aware of that. But how much damage can you do, and how many rifles can you pick up and take into the following? As mentioned, there will be light on in the util department if they want to prioritize weapons, or vice versa if they want to prioritize util. So 9 are putting up a fight here. And with Vertigo coming up next, I'm not sure how much confidence there is behind the Vertigo of Liquid.
Could be hard to get some more kills here from Liquid. They are in good positions to do so, but cleared out nicely by Kylar. Yikinda has that P250, and he's dead too. Good work, farms up a couple of extra frags. But more importantly, a couple of extra rounds, doing this one clean.
I wonder if Ben has that stat for us again. It was a graphic that was brought up earlier when we were doing the fill with that tech issue at the start that was comparing Yikinda in-game lead and then Yikinda versus Big.
Yes.
Because Yikinda is having a tougher time of things today against 9. Only 9 kills so far. Still has plenty of time to activate himself. And, well, it will be another gun round, the third gun round here on the CT side. And the CT side is where you traditionally do your better work as a fragger. So we'll have to wait and see if he can start to find himself in the game, because yeah, sure, he is in-game leading, but I personally still expect Yikinda to find his.
And that you say traditionally, I'd argue for Yikinda, yeah, you'd expect to see it on that T side as well, but to be sitting here in that second half with a meager 9, definitely seems like 9 have been somewhat of an issue.
We just said no about 7 times in German there, so
yeah.
Genau.
So good.
Well, here we go. Now we're able to get out the silenced M4, as you can see here, plenty of smokes, prioritizing incendiaries, lighter on with HEs, not oodles of flashes to set up peaks. They did manage to get the kill on oSee thanks to that saved AK. This could just be another A fake here. They don't have to commit this.
Yeah, we'll see if Yikinda goes charging out of cave. Not this time. But with Rainmaker staring at the smoke, Patsi has no info. They could be all over this site right now. Liquid have no idea.
And they could just park Kylar here at the big box as he gets a kill. That should be enough to draw a rotation.
Yeah, you'd think so now, right? oSee's trying to check mid, and this would be a big frag from the North American. Spots out a second as well. Will repel Goofy. Kylar's burrowed into the A side. mynio goes looking.
Not clearing his corners.
Neither's Naf.
Oh dear.
Hello?
He might find a god tier timing here.
No, Naf's back still turned. He's still clearing ramp.
But mynio might call him into B. Oh, he's heard the steps. mynio must have heard the steps. Why is he not turning around?
Down.
Oh!
Now for Justs! I thought he had no idea. Just pure instinct. Pure reactions. Patsi's laughing as the rest of the squad win the round. oSee with a nice contribution as well. And Liquid back to their winning ways.
No way, Jose. That
really bizarre, man. Bizarro world.
But it felt like mynio didn't acknowledge the steps initially. Like, I understand he was looking towards spawn and anybody could have rotated in at any time. This is a great shot from oSee, by the way. He's having a fantastic game. But, what a reaction shot there from Naf.
Yeah.
And even better shooting from oSee again. So, okay, that one is going to sting. 3 rounds the difference now. That fake onto A was great again. Kylar did everything he needed to win more. That one's going to leave a bit of a mark here for 9. And they're starting to whittle down to the bottom of the bank balance. oSee's all very aggressive. Perfect position to stop a set piece.
Yeah, gets that advantage of the shadow. Vulnerable to that trade swing. oSee gets it and gets out.
Perfect. And now they execute, right? They were hoping to be able to try and have their forces apply pressure towards this B site. They haven't allowed the Ts to set up. They haven't allowed them to execute. They've disrupted them before the call from mynio can come to fruition. And now they're the ones having to react.
mynio doing the lineups here. Might just be one molly to see if they get a reaction out of the CTs. Burn util or... Actually, yeah, they do come knocking onto oSee's door. Yakinda primed and ready and does receive Hades. Traded by Kylar. Gets away from the AWP. oSee choosing not to pull the trigger. 3 on 4. Okay, investigating middle. Looking for more. mynio will linger. This is the gap. They have found their opportunity to relocate. Now, Rainwaker's already very pushed up.
I like this from Rainwaker. You don't have to just sit marooned in the site, especially if you don't have a support network. It's okay to let them into the site and plant. You have the number advantage, and then you have them boxed in. So a main control for Rainwaker is key right now. It's just as long as his teammates understand the lay of the land.
Naf seems to have mynio dead to rights here, and that's twice in 2 rounds. Naf has bested him. Rainwaker, oh, okay, goes looking. And puts the bomb on the floor. Really difficult now for K. And a shot in the head. Patsi makes it 13. Liquid going to be happy with that one. A team ace. Every single member of the squad finding a kill. And it puts 9 into economical despair.
I'm liking new oSee. I'm really liking the new oSee. Like the heads up going for the AWP picks. Has good. His aim's looking good with the rifles. Starting to get a bit of noise about him. It's good to see. So an important opening there for oSee. And a great round for Liquid as they will extend it to a 4-round difference. But a timeout to be called, and the 3rd out of the 4 from 9 here. Navrot on the mic. They will have to take an eco here. The next round, there will be a 2,400 loss bonus, and they will be able to purchase. But the scoreline, 14-9 at that juncture. mynio has had a little bit of extra cash and able to adopt the Deagle here. And the same for K. So going to be hunting for some heads, but they're really up against it right now. It's not the type of round where you're expecting an awful lot. A plant would be a bonus, a couple of kills would be great, but there should be 14 confirmed right now for Liquid as A main steps have been heard. oSee and Rainwaker up close and personal. Patsi patrolling red. And Yakinda and Naf responsible for that B bomb site. Mind everybody, we do have the Mongols taking on Furia in another progression/elimination game on our secondary stream, being brought to you by Bardolph and Hawker. You guys can go check out twitch.tv/ESL CSB.
Thank God.
Almost got it wrong.
I need to get them embedded in my skull. New URLs, by the way, if you missed the memo.
Getting ahead of the change of game.
Well, we've lost Go, yeah.
And CS can stay forever.
That's right.
Because it is just the Counter-Strike, so...
Wow, Hades. Thought for a moment he'd lost his pistol entirely. That would have made things even more difficult than they already are. Case Deagle could still be set for a headshot as he's in that headshot box. Looking at Yakinda Red Room. oSee's posted for his retreat, so Patsi and Case Deagle does find one. Nice work, but still it's not something to be celebrated at this juncture of the game. As they find themselves, yeah, up the creek without the paddle if they don't win this one. I heard middle. Did you hear middle? I heard something, middle, something.
Yeah, look at this gun round. Like, look how limited it is in resources. They should have enough for a mid smoke and a donut smoke and flashes, but if you don't win this mid exchange, it's almost all over Red Rover. So there's the red smoke. Flashes are ready from Kylar here. They're going to push this.
They are. Patsi's ready to receive them. He seems primed and ready. Spotted, no? Not at all. Both there exposed. He only gets the one. Good work from mynio. Contributing heavily. It's up to Naf on the aggress. Does take one back. Has the lane control. Cave occupied. K.
Did he see a foot there? He saw a foot, I think.
Yeah, from his movement, it looks like he's trying to address the potential. A missed smoke back at spawn, perhaps they will have to do without. Oh, perfect.
Oh,
mynio hopping around.
Yeah, oSee's saving now. In-game leader stepping out when it's needed most here.
I mean, with the X-ray, that looked like a guarantee for NAF.
Yeah, nice round. Okay. I was loving being on board with Patsi there. You saw how many flashes he had to dodge and still gets dealt with. So, a good round from the Poles as there is still cash for a Liquid buy. That isn't a problem. And then we'll get themselves up to the double digits here, turn it back into just another 4-round game. And continuing this tug of war on map number 1.
He is the VIP right now. Such minimal deaths, 9 in total over 24 rounds of play if oSee survives this one. But yeah, you'll see this exchange. This was mynio first, second, and the third as well. That's
Get a bit of revenge on NAF there.
Yeah, right. I mean, especially if that ignites something within 9. Don't forget, they didn't win either of the pistols here. And with that said, this round distribution, it's been favoring Liquid all game.
I feel like 9 have been doing better in the opening exchanges as well here. Patsy's 0 in 5 in openings.
Yeah, and yet, I think he's the highest performer, bar oSee. Let's have a look.
If that's not fixed in CS2, Volvo, yeah. I'm coming to the office.
Yeah, Patsy's ADR is bizarro world. He's got 100 ADR, 19 frags, and utility damage actually being won out by the 9 boys. They've got a significant nade damage, I'd imagine, from their CT half. Those American accents are...
Yeah, Roberto.
Ooh, that's a good flash to force oSee back. You can see the hesitance to re-peek any wider. Now, we can see where this is going.
Double pump on A here.
So oSee and Rainwaker up against the whole squad. Hades, that prime position to smoke out Donut and Temple.
Okay, so CT and Donut smokes here. And away we go. 2-man setup. This is strong for Liquid.
Rainwaker just goes straight in, just like that. What? Reacts ahead of the curve. And with a tag onto Goofy, limping in, but Hades is there and turns his back to Rainwaker. Oh. They line up for him. Puts it all onto mynio. 15 in the bag. Comfortable. And Rainwaker has to be, feeling himself to react like that. He hears the util, but I think in his mind he knows where you're throwing that from. There's a little window if no one was lingering forward.
Well, it was a good setup regardless on that site there, but I love the heads-up fashion. Do not allow them to establish any real estate on the site. This is the choke point, and we will kill you in it. So look at this, just mowing him down, and they're even going to get a That's a perfect angle.
Goofy stole that Rainwaker 4K. That's all I'm saying. The poor guy, he needed an extra one. But Goofy, just in the flurry of chaos caused by that jump up.
Oh, this is the fourth and final timeout here for 9. Pressure's on, heat turned up. And the final buy, most likely, as Deagles, Tech9's AKs grace their hands, but Liquid looking to grace us with map number 1.
Picked Vertigo despite their shortcomings against Fnatic 9. It's very much a comfort pick, their most successful map in the pool. We've had Yanko breaking down their flaws or gaps, Ancient actually being identified as one of them. So 9, a 10-round haul on a limited map for them.
Well, they're going to boost over the donuts, right?
Don't see that every day, no.
You don't normally boost from this side. It looked like that's what they were calling for, but they might just try and phase through together.
oSee got so much waiting on the other side of that smoke. mynio and K into the AWP. Another to be found. A hard flick and overrun by the Tech9.
Everybody's here.
This is shaping up nicely. Need Rainwaker on that A site, and he's done everything and more. Yep, just like that, Liquid. They take the first map, their pick, their win. Comfortable scenes. Another interesting taste of what 9 are bringing into the mix here. And let's not forget, it's do or die. They must win this next map or 9 leave us here in Cologne.